The Kospet Tank T3 Ultra 2 military grade smartwatch with GPS, barometer, compass and altimeter is finally here. Let's check it out. And this is what the box of it looks like. And inside the box we get the watch itself in actually incredibly nice packaging. So we can take this out. And again, we have full military standard spec on this watch. And when you actually take this watch in hand, it feels extremely solid. So it's literally built like a tank, as the name suggests. And also we got a bunch of accessories. First we have the strap for the watch. And just by looking at the buckle, you can instantly tell that this is extremely well made. So yep, this is actually super high quality, as you can see, and again should be super durable. Also we got a bunch more accessories over here. Your charging cable, so this uses a magnetic attachment. And also what's actually awesome is we actually even get free screen protector as well, along with your manual. So this really must be the first watch that I have seen that actually includes like additional glass screen protector, but again, this watch already has Gorilla Glass, so the watch screen itself should be like super durable. But again, this is incredibly nice touch. And the overall quality of this watch appears insanely nice. This has to be one of the most premium watches that I have ever had. It literally feels like a $1,000 watch actually. The build quality is absolutely insane. So again, all the buttons are full metal. We have a really nice accent here on the edge. Wow. This actually feels super premium. And this is what the watch looks like on my wrist. I do have fairly small wrists. And also it feels actually very good when you actually wear it. And also the display brightness outdoors also is really decent. Also I really think this watch face actually looks really nice. So out of all of them, I think this is my favorite one. Also, since this watch actually has got incredibly good military standard, we can easily abuse it. And we do not really have to worry much about it. And again, it's really super durable. So again, you can throw it around. And again, if you bang it somewhere, just really wash it and it's good as new really. When it comes to all watches, this really has to be one of the most durable ones. So again, you can easily wash it, and again, you won't really have any problems with it. So after you're done your workouts, maybe in mud, again, simply wash it. Okay, and let me show you what we can actually do on the watch. By the way, we can control it in two different ways. First, either using the touchscreen, so basically a regular touchscreen, or also we can use buttons to also control it. So we have the back button over here, like the accept, select button, also like up and down buttons. So I think it's extremely cool that we can control it both ways. Okay, so first we can basically get access to the quick menus where you can like turn on your do not disturb mode. Also you can adjust the brightness of the screen very well, so it's actually mega bright. So I'm keeping it like even half, otherwise it looks way too bright. Also we have this over here options that we can actually clear water from our speaker essentially. So after you finish swimming with this watch, make sure to go over here and also make sure to shake your watch like this. So again, we actually have a speaker and a microphone on this watch, which is absolutely insane. And if you want to add more of these things, you can swipe like this and press this plus button over here. So you see we get like crazy selection of decent features. For example, like always on display. So this watch also has that like flashlight and basically yeah, like crazy selection of things over here. So again, if you want to add them, simply like literally press the icon and to be moved there. Also we can change the order of them, and basically if you go back, as you see, for example, I have the flashlight, so and the brightness again of the flashlight is really decent actually. Okay, then and if you press this button, or also we can swipe like this up, so we can like get access to our quick like menus. For example, we can actually control our music here as well, and again this has a speaker and we can also play back music. So if I start it,
even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go, go, go. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit.
and as you could hear, the speaker quality is absolutely insane on this watch. Can you even believe that we can get such quality speaker on a watch? That's absolutely crazy. Then also what next we can see over here, we can see our quick stats for the day, so your calories, your steps walked, and also your distance. And again, if you want to go back, you can either like swipe like this, or again you can press the back button. So I really like that we can actually control it using the buttons, because sometimes it's actually more convenient to actually use a button. Then also we can see our heart rate over here, and also like resting heart rate as well for the past day. So obviously you need to wear the watch for it to display. So we can see your resting heart rate for the past days here as well. What else? Okay, so basically a quick explanation of what it is. Your blood oxygen here as well, so we can actually measure and see the history of it as well. Also it says we can do blood pressure as well. Maybe I would be cautious with this, as again this is only a watch. I'm not sure how like advanced it is. And also we can check our stress levels here as well, and also like emotion levels. That's interesting. Also this weather app is actually really decent on it. As you can see, it actually looks so nice. You can see your city where you are, basically the UV, humidity, air quality, and also when you scroll down, as you can see basically for the next hours here as well, and also for the next day. So again, it actually looks very, very beautiful. And actually this weather app is much better than on any other watch I have seen pretty much. And also we can set alarms here as well, and we can also set multiple alarms here as well. So you can see I have this one, but I can add like some more alarms here as well. Also I can choose basically either every day or select the days I want, and as you see, pretty decent. Also we have sleep tracking as well, but obviously you need to wear your watch while asleep. Also we can see our past workout records here as well, women's health if you need that, and also obviously this watch has like this barometer as well. By the way, also my Garmin has it as well, so maybe you can compare the like stats. For example, it says 1013, while my Garmin says 1017. So again, it's pretty much the same really. When it comes to the altitude, my Garmin says 29 at the moment, and this one 28, so pretty much the same. So that's actually really good. And also we have a stopwatch and timer as well, so you can start it from this screen even, or you can also go over here in the stopwatch and start it from here. Also what's good, we can easily exit the stopwatch and for example go to the main screen or do something else, and when we like essentially go check our stopwatch, it's still running in background, everything is okay. Also the timer is really good as well, so again we can easily tap for example one of these presets or go over here and select that way, or create a custom timer here as well for any hours or minutes. And if you want to start a timer, it's very easy, so simply tap this, as you see it's started. Also we can like pause it and resume it as well if we want. Also we can easily exit again to the main screen. Again your timer will be still running in the background. So on some other watches, basically if you exit, the timer stops, so but not on this. So the system overall on this watch is very advanced, and yeah, it's kind of thought out. Also we can edit these screens here as well, so arrange the order just as we need. So next, if we scroll like this on the live screen, you can see our notifications, so I do not have any. Also I think you can actually reply to like notifications as well using some quick like replies as well. That's actually pretty decent. And then also if we scroll like this or click this button, we can get access to more stuff. So we can actually get calls from this watch as well. So you can literally call someone as well. But obviously this will go through your phone essentially. So you need your phone in range for this to work. So it doesn't like have internal like SIM card. But for example, you can select your contacts or click the dial pad and dial something. And as you see, if I click, so yeah, it works good. So again, and the microphone and the speaker quality is superb on this watch. So you can easily, yeah, like almost replace your phone with this watch, as long as obviously you have your phone in range. Then what next? Again, we can see our activity. So I showed you that, and also we can start our workouts here. So this is what the workout screen would look like. And these are some of the workouts. So you have some over here, and also we can add more. For example, you see you have like different categories, for example, for water sports. So we have pretty much everything here, as you can see. Man, this is so advanced actually. And again, also check the overall like the quality of the like animations and everything. It's actually really decent as well. And there must be like maybe like over 100 exercises. Yeah, that's pretty much everything that you get on every high-end watch essentially. Pretty decent. So, and if you want to start a workout, for example, we can simply press something, outdoor walk, and also check the GPS lock time. As you see, it basically took like 2 seconds to lock on. Also, what I noticed only after I got this watch, that this watch actually has got dual band GPS. So at this price this watch costs, it's absolutely insane that we actually have dual band GPS on this watch, because only usually on something like at least something like costs like $400 or $500 we get dual band, but on this one we even have dual band. As you can see, I'm actually near my window, but it took like literally 2 seconds to like lock on essentially. So that's actually very impressive. So this is essentially what the workout screen looks like. You can see basically the distance, covers, steps, and stuff like that. Obviously this information will differ basically on the like workout you select. And also we can control the music here as well, basically in the screen. And also we have this like backtrack function as well. And essentially what this backtrack function does, it simply like draws like a line essentially in the way you have been walking, so you can like navigate back to the starting point with this watch. And this is very useful if you maybe take your watch on some kind of forest walk where you do not know like the area and you do not want to get lost. So simply start an exercise and it will track basically where you have been. And I actually use this function on my Garmin watch all the time. So it's my like one of the most used functions when I actually go somewhere in very remote area. So if I do not want to get lost, this is absolutely insane. And again, this function usually is found usually on maybe like $400 or $500 watches, not something like this. This is absolutely insane that we actually get this function on. And this is what it looks like after you finish your workout, for example. So you can see all the stats, your steps, pace, heart rate, average heart rate. Also you can see your heart rate zones, and also you can see even your map here as well, where you have been actually. And also when it comes to heart rate sensor, it also appears actually fairly decent. For example, here I have the Apple Watch and Garmin, and again, both of these watches are like 3 times more expensive than this one. As you see, it's pretty much the same really. Okay, and let's check out what more we have over here. So a lot of these things actually are a bit duplicate from other menus. So essentially all your apps and everything is over here essentially. So it's overlaps a bit. So sleep tracking, again, you need to wear that. Blood pressure, oxygen. Also, when I actually checked the blood oxygen and compared to the Apple Watch and also Garmin, also it was the same. Okay, so this is what the alarm actually sounds like. So that was unexpected. Okay, what else we have? Stress, so I showed you that. Also this one, you can actually wear your watch. Essentially you can wear your watch, and for like 60 seconds it will measure your vitals and give you average essentially of all things together. As you can see, it essentially measures multiple vitals at the same time, so that's actually pretty decent. Also, we have this voice assistant as well, so you can essentially like tap and speak and ask some questions. But again, I think it like needs your phone in range for work, so obviously it doesn't have like internally that. Also, we can, also I showed you that weather compass, so essentially you can see your compass here, and also again your like altitude and that pressure as well. So compass also works decent. So we checked that already. What is this? So also kind of like breathing exercise. So if you maybe want to relax a bit, you can also get that. Personally, I probably do not use that stuff. So stopwatch. Also we have calculator here as well. So you see a basic decent calculator on your wrist. Absolutely awesome. And also we have a remote shutter as well. Essentially, we can actually control our phone camera using this watch. As you can see, I can essentially tap this to take a picture. So it will start a countdown and take a picture on my phone. Absolutely cool. What else we have? Find my phone function here as well. So if I like have lost my phone, I can click this. As you see, my phone starts to play essentially. Okay, women's health. So you probably need setup if you need that. And also this watch actually has some really decent settings as well. Also if you want to change your watch face, you can simply like tap and hold essentially on your screen, and then you'll be able to like browse through the various watch faces. By the way, in the app, I'll show you later basically the watch face we get. So there are like crazy selection of watch face essentially. Okay, so settings also we have always on display as well if you need that, but obviously this will consume more battery life. We can adjust display brightness over here. Also we can change basically, like for example, let's select this and things will change simply this like theme, as you can see, for these apps. So it looks like this. That's very cool actually. Okay, settings. You can also set like a password for it as well, change your time and date if need. Oh, also this can recognize also if you start like activity, like basically it can track activities even if you like do not, for example, like start it manually as well. So if you enable this, you can read it about here if you want. And also this here is also really decent, and we can essentially like customize this back button for any custom action. So pretty much like none of the like watches actually has this feature. Maybe some have, but again this is very welcome that we actually have. For example, as you can see, you can set this up, for example, for the flashlight. So, and if I guess hold it. So yeah, you hold the bit and see, I can like quickly open my flashlight and see in the dark. Absolutely awesome. Also, let's quickly check out the app on this watch. To use this watch, you'll need to download this Kospet Fit app. Inside the app, you can see your data and also the history for the past days as well. If you, for example, click there, you can see basically your step count for the past days, also average daily steps and stuff like that. Also, if you click heart rate, you can see your heart rate history as well for the current day and also for the week and months and stuff like that. Also your resting heart rate charts and your heart rate zones, essentially in which you have been during the day, for how long essentially. Also sleep tracking if you wear it at night, blood oxygen history here, and more stuff over here. Also we can click this sports tab over here. We can also manage basically the layouts of these a bit on the watch straight from our phone if you want. Also, if we click on the records, we can like go and see basically or exercise history essentially. So you can see, for example, the map where you have walked essentially, and again the GPS actually is fairly decent on this watch, and again it has that dual band GPS. At this price it's actually unheard of really. And again we can see all kinds of stuff here. And again, when you actually check in like fine detail, basically where I have actually walked, it's actually super accurate, so it's really decent. Again, we can check more details here, and also chart for your heart rate and your heart rate zones as well, pace, cadence, altitude and stuff like that. Then if we go over here on the device, we can like change various settings from our phone. Obviously we can also change most of these from the watch itself, but maybe it's easier from the phone. Also, if we click over here, we can change the watch face as well on our watch. Also, we have this always on display watch face, so maybe if you want to enable always on display, so essentially these watch faces won't really consume much energy if you use these. So if you want that. Also, if you simply want to like add more watch face, like a new watch face on this watch, then simply like go over here and select from which one you want. So you have to like refresh a bit to like get more, and there must be like over 100 different watch face, maybe even more. So if you simply want to add a new watch face, simply let's click on it. Okay, and there is actually a limit of how many third-party like watch face you can install. So there is a limit of 3 or like 4. Okay, so 4 watch face that we can actually like store, basically downloaded from this store. So we can simply replace them, and as you see, it starts to sync and send over that watch face. Let's see how long it takes. So you can see it pretty fast. Okay, as you see, we have that new watch face over here. And again, there are like tons of different categories, and in each category we have like crazy amounts of different watch face. Also in the app we can find our watch as well, as you see. Okay, and also we can set up more things here. Also we can enable like this like stress monitoring, constant one. So by default these aren't like on all the time, so only when you actually like click to measure. But again, we can enable for it to like measure 24 hours essentially, so like frequency. So but again, this will consume more battery life, so maybe if you do not need this, again maybe disable if you want the best battery life. Also, by the way, when it comes to the battery life, from basically today after using this watch, it appears super good. So in the specs, I think it claimed it has like almost 2 weeks of battery life or something like that. So, and basically after using it, it's actually probably true. So the battery life is absolutely insane on this watch. And when you compare the battery life, for example, to the Apple Watch or Samsung Galaxy Watch, then these watches only last like maximum 2 days. So basically actually only 1 day in realistic usage. But this one, again, it can last for almost like 2 weeks, something like that. So insanely good battery life, and again much better on than even on more expensive watches. And overall, is this watch actually worth it, and should you get one? Well, I really think this is probably the best value for money smartwatch on the market when you consider the build quality of this watch, the insane amount of features this has, also this extremely nice software that it has. So it's very smooth and everything is very modern looking, and actually it's total pleasure to use. Also, again, the display is so crisp and so nice, so it's like super high-end display. Also, the overall build quality, I mean, it's like absolute crazy. So you never actually get this kind of like quality on like even like a mid-range watches, and this really is at a budget price. And essentially, when you actually wear this watch, it literally looks like $1,000 watch when you look at the build quality. For example, when you compare the build quality of like 4 times more expensive Apple Watch, then the build quality on Apple Watch is extremely terrible. As you can see, basically after wearing this watch for some time, the screen is messed up, and again the battery is complete joke on them. Whereas this one, the screen is super good quality. Also we have this like raised edge, so again it's like pretty much impossible to like damage it. And again, very good water resistance, and it's properly actually engineered to be beaten around. And I think it can last you for like easily 5 years before it will like show any signs of wear. So it's literally built like a tank, as the name suggests. And again, top of the line features, actually all the sensors are Pretty decent, and overall for the price this watch is an absolute bargain. Anyway, in the description I'll also include a link where you can currently get it for the cheapest price. Good luck everyone!